Warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. In this video, we're gonna talk about the introduction into Islamic law on succession and inheritance. So first, we have to define what is succession. So succession has two definition, and that definition come from also different source. So in Islam, succession refers to the transmission of rights and property of the deceased to his heirs at the moment of his death. While under the Muslim code, it says that a succession is a mode of acquisition by virtue of which the estate of a person is transmitted to his heirs or others in accordance with this code. So that's under Article 89 of the Code of Muslim Personal Laws, or P 1883. So we can see the difference between the two. Of course, difference the similarity is that it is a transmission, while in the Muslim code it is acquisition. So both is a manner of transferring one's property to another. The only difference in here is that at the moment of his death, in here there is no mention of when a property should be transmitted to someone else, or how can it be acquired. So basically, by reading the definition here under the definition in Islam, it says that one of the requisite actually before there can be succession is when there is disease or may namatay. So kung walang namatay, later on we'll talk about the requisites of succession. And here, succession is a mode of walang sinabi dito, no, kung kailan mag-transmit. Ang sinabi lang dito, it's just an acquisition by virtue of which the estate of a person is transmitted to the heirs. So yun. So there are also of course two modes of acquisition. Una, optional. So let's number 8. Number 2 is number 1 is optional, number 2 is compulsory. So optional in Arabic, ikhtiyariya. Pag sinabi natin ikhtiyariya, from the word ikhtiyar, freedom, meaning you have to choose, you have the power to choose, ikhtiyar. So the concept of freedom in Islam. So basically that's where I get the information or the definition of the ikhtiyar. So optional siya in a sense that it depends on the voluntary act of the testator. So like for example, will, bequest. So for example, ang example niyan, si person A, may property siya, tapos may kakilala siyang o close friend niya si B. Ngayon, kapag namatay si A, hindi makakakuha si B kasi hindi siya heir, hindi siya legal heir. So since si A, marami siyang property, gustong-gusto niyang bigyan si B ng property, then pwede siya gumawa ng will. So that is a voluntary act. That is also a way of another mode of succession. So lagyan na lang natin to ng mode of succession. And dito naman, compulsory, ijibariya, from the word ijib or wajib. Pag sinabi natin wajib, it's mandatory, or compulsory. It is a legal process. Like for example, namatay yung si A kanina, ang example natin, namatay si A. And then, kapag namatay si A, ang heir niya ay si C, D. And then, wala siyang nabigay na will. So, automatically ibibigay sa kay kay C and D yung share nila as a legal heirs based on their legal shares in the Quran, laid down in the Quran and the Sunnah. For example, if A was survived by his son alone, then all the property will be given to son. But if it was survived by two daughters, then the property will, the 2/3 of the property will given to the daughter. So yun. So compulsory. Big sabihin kung ano lang yung nakalagay sa batas o sa Islam or sa code, yun lang yung maibibigay doon sa heirs. So wala nang, hindi rin siya pwedeng pigilan ng namatay kasi namatay naman. So paano niya mapipigilan? Common sense, no? So iyon, we've been talking about kanina dito yung succession, no? So let's talk about inheritance naman. Pag sinabi nating inheritance, it is defined as the inheritance, the property of a person. So under the Code of Muslim Personal Laws, it says that inheritance includes all properties of any kind, movable or immovable, whether acquired or ancestral, either by onerous or gratuitous title, as well as all transmissible rights and obligations at the time of his death and those that accrued thereto before partition. So basically, it talks about the properties, all the properties, whether acquired or ancestral. So the difference between succession is a mode of acquisition, while inheritance is the property. Ang inheritance is the property, the subject of succession. So kung wala ka namang property, actually one of the requisite actually of succession, bago magkaroon ng succession, dapat may property. Kasi kung wala ka namang property, anong ipapamana mo? So later on we'll talk about the elements of or requisites ng succession. So yun. So of course inheritance is of two types. First, mirath. Ito yung mirath. Ay, naka-bold pala to. Control A. Tapos mirath, no? Mirath refers to the estate of a deceased person after the deduction of all rights and claims attached to it. So mamaya, in other videos siguro, we will also talk about what are the rights, claims attached to the property. Pag sinabi naman nating tarika is the gross estate of the deceased prior to the deduction of the claims rights attached to it. So for example, sa miras ang property ni A ay 200,000 pesos, tapos ang nagastos niya for burial expenses is 10,000, tapos ang nagastos naman niya sa paying taxes kasi may unpaid taxes siya na 300. So babayaran niya. So tatanggalin 'yun. So kung anong matitira, 'yun yung mirath. So kung ano naman yung nung hindi pa nabawasan, 'yun yung tarika. Pag nabawasan na yung property niya, mirath. Kapag hindi pa nabawasan, tarika. So of course, before magkaroon ng succession, dapat bago makapagmana yung mga legal heirs, actually itatapik din natin yung order of succession. So I suggest na basahin natin yung provisions ng Code of Muslim Personal Laws, yung order of succession. So why do we need to study succession? Of course, bakit nga ba, no? So because it is fardo kifaya. So pag sinabi nating fardo kifaya, it is a communal obligation. Ibig sabihin, kahit isa lang yung may alam sa community, okay na. So, hindi pwedeng, ang rule ng fardo kifaya is that kapag sa isang community walang may alam, then nagiging mandatory sa buong community. So, kahit isa lang yun, di ba meron tayong two kinds of mandatory or first fardo kifaya, at saka nakalimutan ko yung isa, basta fard, yung yung pagsasambayang is not a fardo kifaya, it's an individual obligation, so you have to do it yourself, hindi pwedeng ipagawa mo sa iba. Whereas in succession, pwedeng isa lang yung gumawa sa isang community, sa isang pamilya, pwedeng isa lang yung may alam. So that's the reason why we need to study succession. So it says the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, learn the laws of inheritance and teach them to the people, for they one half of the useful knowledge. So napakahalaga ng Islamic law on succession actually. So kasi kung hindi mo alam, kung paano yung settlement of, usually yan yung pinagmumula ng rido, kung bakit nagkakaroon ng rido yung magkakapatid, because yung property ay hindi nahahati in a way na based on established rules and laws. So yun lang, if you have we'll continue the part 2 of this video, and maybe if you guys have questions about Islamic law, you can comment so we can create a video for it. Thank you. Anyways, like and share the videos, and also if you guys want, subscribe na din kayo.